Hello, this is Derek Wilson with CDO Advisors, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how you can start improving your data quality using Power BI in less than 5 minutes. At least give you some sense of what's in your applications and what you can do. So to start with, I have this sample Excel data file of sales. Essentially, you would tap into whatever application table that you want to look at. You would extract the data, put it into Excel or connect Power BI directly to your database, whatever option you have. In this case, I have an Excel file, and you can see I have different product lines, retailer type, products themselves, and then just revenue and some basic information. And what I want to do is figure out what kind of data do I have that's an issue. And right here, I can already see that I have outdoors with an apostrophe, and I have outdoors without an apostrophe. So if I try to aggregate my total sales for the retailer type of outdoors, I'm going to have two different buckets that's going to aggregate my information, and that's not what I want. So using Power BI, I've imported the data into Power BI, and it's the sales products. And then I'm just going to open the query up. So inside of Power Query Editor, which is basically I've connected to the data, I've pulled it into Power BI. I have all of the columns. You can see I have 11 columns, and I'm profiling. I can do the top 1,000 rows, or I can click on this and say I want to do the entire data set. That'll take a little bit longer depending on how much data you have, so I'm just going to keep it on the top 1,000. And then in my view, I can turn on column distribution. That's what that is turning off. Here, I have two distinct values. Here I have 7 with the distribution of the values. The profile will tell me what's going on. So if I click on this, it'll actually show me what the values are that I have in there. And then column quality, if you're going to do additional information and have error percentages and stuff. If it tried to import data and it couldn't import it, it would give you some additional information there. In my case, I don't need that one because I know my data is good. So I've pulled all that information in, and then I have built out some Power BI reports on top of that. So this is my data profile. It shows me all of my columns, what my min and max value is, the average, standard deviation, how many are null, the total count of records that I have, distinct count of records. And for every column, I have the same type of information. And you can see if it's an alphanumeric column, what's the product type, the minimum is binoculars, the maximum of woods, and then I don't get any other numeric data on that. But on the ones where I do have numeric values like revenue, I'm getting my min, my max, average. For my year, I have 1,900. Well, that's probably not what I want if I'm selling products recently. And 2014 is the max that I have. So that's just a quick overview of the data that is actually in this data set. And then I went and built out some reports. So now here I can look at my product type, and I'm simply filtering these or sorting them by alphabetically, by the product type, and I can just kind of glance down. There's not a lot of them, but I see I have eyewear and eyewear, both of which have significant sales in it. So for this to be a data quality cleanup, I would need to go back to my source system and check and see what do I need to do to either roll eye spacewear into eyewear or vice versa to clean all of those up. But once I do it there, the great thing is now that I've got my data connection, all I would need to do is repeat the process that got my data into Power BI. And if that's a direct connection to your database, I can simply go up and hit refresh data. It'll go in, grab the new data after it's been updated. And if you did clean up eyewear, it would go in and that should go away. If I used an Excel data file, I'd have to extract it, put it, replace the file I had. Again, I can hit refresh and everything I've already built will continue to work. Another way to look at it is with simple bar charts by the retailer type. So I have warehouse, there's the outdoors shop, which has very limited information or data in it, outdoors. So if I click on outdoor shop, it's going to filter and tell me here's all of the products that have been sold by underneath the outdoors with an apostrophe shop name. So again, I need to clean that up and then, almost $1 million worth of sales will then get attributed to outdoor shop. If my report was hard coded to look for outdoor shop, this word, these would never show up. So you want to make sure you've got a good way to visualize the information that you have. I also have, you see here, Bug Shield Extreme, and I have Bug Shield One Word Extreme. So an easy way to kind of quickly glance and see what's in the information, clean it up, refresh it, see what you can do with it. Then I built out a couple of different tabs. So this one's on product. So if I want to get more of a deep dive just on the product, I can look at the product type, and here's my eyewear versus eyewear. If I click on eyewear, this filters down to show me everything. All right, these look okay. There's nothing repetitive or looks odd. If I look at eyewear, the same thing. So it's really, if this one, if I clean up my product type, I would actually get the, in this case, $77 million of revenue moved into eyewear. So instead of 635 million, it's going to be closer to 703 million. Likewise, I did the same thing for my date column. I've got my year quarter, and you can see, I have 10 records that have a year of 1900. And they were in quarter 2 of 1900. So I can dig in, I can go find those records, clean those up. So very quickly, you can systematically go after and attack your data quality and start building your data governance program by implementing Power BI on top of your data to get your information corrected and build it out. So if you have any questions, please let me know. This is something that we specialize in and would love to help you out if you do want to improve your data quality.